All right, here is another one of my favorite options in Studio One. This will be a really quick video because it is just it covers everything within a song, especially if you have a lot of tracks and a lot of plugins. It is called Plugin Nap. All right, so here we are in a much larger song than in the last video I had. So we've got a lot of tracks, and if I go ahead and I open up the effects, you can see that I have a lot of effects on some of the tracks. I really don't have a lot on all of the tracks, but I do have a good amount on the tracks further down the road, including one called M Voice for the vocal I used in the song. All right, so now one of the things for people with older machines is the CPU spiking. You start adding a bunch of plugins, and when they all start to run together, it's just a nightmare for some computers. So now I've got a Mac Mini M1, and it's only got 8 gig of RAM, and this thing comes in kind of handy because sometimes I get a little bit nuts with the plugins. Now, I use mostly native plugins, so it's not really that bad. But let me show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to the performance, and I'm going to click on the performance, and it opens up, usually just opens up like this. So this is usually what you have here, and it just kind of gives you a brief overview of what's going on, how much CPU you're using, and some of your settings. So if you click Show Devices, this is where it really gets nice. And I'm going to move this over here because I want to focus on these tracks here in the song that kind of switch places here. All right, so if you look here, there is an option that says Enable Plugin Nap. Now, when you do that and the song is stopped, look at all these little half moon deals here. Most of these plugins are off. Now, you can see that M Voice does not have the option to go into nap, and you will have some other plugins that won't have that option either. So sometimes Impact works, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on if you have events in the track and things like that. And of course, Melodyne, because that's always active. So this is going to be really important with all of these Melodyne instances running and a lot of these instruments and other plugins running. It would really be nice if some of these went to sleep while other plugins kind of took over. So watch this. In the bridge part of this song, you are actually going to see most of these reactivate. And then when the chorus hits, you're going to see some of these instantly go into plugin nap. Watch. There we go. Now these here went right into plugin nap. And let's see what happens when the verse 3 comes up. You can see the CPU usage is adjusting. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Some of the compressors come back in. And a couple of them actually go into plugin nap. But what you can see is you can see Studio One balancing out the CPU usage as these go into plugin nap. There we go. They just went into plugin nap again. So sometimes it makes a huge difference. Sometimes not much of a difference. Things like Melodyne and M Voice and a couple of other ones aren't going to respond to it. It depends on the plugin. But if you're getting CPU spikes and things like that, and you see that your plugin nap is not active, give it a shot and see if it helps. And that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.